I think we all, both of us, very happy that Mami's been able to collaborate with Oxfam now for 3 years. It's one of the things that we look forward to, because we have a room full of people who make interesting and really progressive content, and women are at the focus of it. So for us, it's a particularly proud moment.
So, what do you think is the importance of recognizing films that break gender stereotypes and challenge media?
Well, I just hope that recognizing these films and giving them an award will encourage other people and also sort of sensitize audiences to, like, okay, wow, this film did it differently. And maybe we don't always see that. We're bombarded by so many images. So when you single out a film for having done this specific thing nicely, I think it just helps to change the conversation.
So my question is to you, how do you feel about hosting Oxfam for the third time this year, and how do you feel about getting all the mindsets together, like both of you all being part of it? Yeah?
So we are absolutely delighted and privileged to be collaborating with Mami. And I do think that the gender justice movement globally and in India is reaching a tipping point. And in that tipping point, I think Bollywood can play a very critical role. It's really about setting the narrative, and I think this brunch is all about talking about that narrative. So we're delighted to be here and partnering with all of you.
So one last question: in the ideal world of women in cinema, what are some of the stereotypes that you would like to break away from?
There are too many. How long do we have? The suffering mother, the suffering wife. I just think I'd like to see women who are complicated and maybe women who are messy. They don't have to be a certain way. They don't necessarily also have to have the burden of being good. I think the onus of morality does not have to be on female characters always, I think those are some of the sort of more layered narratives I would like to see around women.
Would I like to add anything? I second everything she says. I mean, we all want to see more sort of well-bodied, flesh and blood women in films, and of course, as Anu said, we don't necessarily need them to all be good and all give the right messages, but we essentially need them to be interesting, complicated, layered characters and be written with as much agency and as much interest as we write male characters. That's
one last question. Last time there were 4 films that got nominated. This time we have 8 double awards. What do you think about that?
So that's exciting. It just shows that you have more films which are reflecting the ethos of gender justice, and I hope next time it's 16 and it just goes on.
Yeah.
And it's really, I think it's a reflection of the times, where very quickly you're seeing many more people becoming sensitive. And I would very strongly third what's been already said. It is also about, I think, breaking the stereotype and creating counter narratives.
Thank you.
Thank you.